What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's Coercitio, and today we are taking a look at the hidden mechanics in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Now, some of these mechanics that I'm going to go over in this article here may not be hidden mechanics to some people who have played the Budokai Tenkaichi series, but for someone like me who has never played the Budokai Tenkaichi series, some of these things inside this article I had no idea even existed inside the game, and I'm happy to see because there's probably even more hidden mechanics that we don't know about that are also lore accurate to the world of Dragon Ball. The article we're going to be going over is the Know Your Fighter article that Bandai did post on their main page for Sparking Zero. I'll link it in the description for anybody who wants to read it themselves. This one might be a long one, I ain't even gonna hold you. Some of the information here is actually pretty crazy and pretty specific as well. Without further ado, let's hop into the video. So we are going to be going over the Know Your Fighter article. I read through most of this, so I'm just going to go over the key things that I thought were pretty striking or pretty hidden that maybe we might not have seen if we went through the tutorial in the game for the first time when the game first dropped. We have giants. Now, giants, they did say, or I did see a lot of gameplay where people were saying that they weren't sure if giants were supposed to be able to just completely ignore rush attacks or if they completely ignore some cinematic supers. And they thought it was a bug originally and that it wouldn't be in the main game. I know some people, or no, pretty much at this point, we pretty much know that it's going to be in the main game, and that giants are going to be able to ignore these attacks, but they actually explain why here in this article. They do say that because of their impressive size that they made them numb to throw and some blast attacks just because of how big they are. But they did say that if you're using a smaller character, they will have trouble hitting you. So if you're using a character like GT Goku, Goku Daima, Goku Teen, you probably, or like Pan, Kakunsa, characters like that, you will, or Kid Trunks, Go 10, you know what I'm talking. You know where I'm trying to go with this. You'll have a much better time fighting against giants than somebody like, let's say per se, I don't want to say Jiren because I feel like Jiren ain't gonna have trouble with nobody in this game. But let's say somebody like Lord Slug, for example. Lord Slug may have like trouble fighting against a giant comparably to somebody like Kakunsa. That's how I'll do it. Now, the next thing that is pretty kind of hidden is Super Aura. Some characters, such as the strongest form in Dragon Ball Super, have their aura always being on. Now, this, I'm very interested to see if it may be something that they're adding into the final game, or if what we've seen already from these characters are basically what we're seeing in terms of Super Aura. Here in this picture, you can see that he kind of has like that blue kind of aura glow. It's not really like covering him the same way it does in the anime, but it kind of covers him the same way it does in the anime. And it just seems like he's just doing a regular either blast attack, or this may just be him doing, yeah, I'm thinking this is probably a blast attack. So it seems like he may just get the aura when doing certain moves, or just doing, it's kind of odd to see this exactly. Let me know in the comments how y'all feel about this super aura thing. Like, what do you think this actually means? The way I'm thinking about it is that they'll have like super characters will have like kind of like that blue aura that they had in, let's say, Resurrection of F, you know, when they first go blue and they have like that consistent, persistent blue kind of outline around them. I'll have a video in the background showing you exactly what I mean, because I know I was kind of yapping. But now we got scouters. This part about scouters I did not know, and I think this is probably the highlight of this article for me. But if you have a scouter on, you actually are able to keep track of your opponent a lot better in a battle, and also search for your opponents a lot better than if you didn't have a scouter. So they did say in an article that some characters have trouble finding other characters if they can't sense their energy, like normally in the Dragon Ball Z series. Let's say, for example, Zarbon or Frieza. Frieza might have trouble sensing your energy. If you use Frieza Z, he may have trouble sensing your energy than like Teen Gohan, for example. Teen Gohan will be able to sense your energy a lot better than someone like Frieza that can't sense energy normally, or couldn't sense energy normally in Z. But with the scouter, not saying that Frieza, or I think Frieza can have a scouter, right, in his base form. But yeah, with the scouter, you can go ahead and actually search for opponents a lot better and keep track of them a lot better. So scouters might be really, really good as a cosmetic option on some characters. It did say that only on select characters, mostly from the Frieza Force. Let me know how y'all feel about that. That's actually pretty cool. And then we have the impact at the bottom here. They kind of talked about a lot of the impacts. I think some of these are basically from Tenkaichi 1 for 1, like the grab one, and then this speed impact one. I heard about this one. I think this is the one that they say is the most common one. And then the beam impact, but we also have this crash impact thing. And I haven't seen this happen in Tenkaichi before, so I'm not sure if this is new. But basically, when you do step at the same time, you get a crash impact, and then you have to win 2 out of 3 exchanges. So each character or each player will have different QTEs that pop up on the bottom here. And one is an attacker, one is an defender. So you'll see like here, Piccolo's the attacker and Gohan's the defender. You see he's blocking and Piccolo's attacking. And whoever wins, whoever presses the button faster 2 times wins the exchange and not back to the other player. So you get like a tech chase after this, which is going to be pretty cool to see in game, because I think that stepping close up is going to be something that happens a lot, and this may actually happen quite a bit. So let me know how y'all feel about that as well. But basically, that is it for the hidden mechanics that I was able to find inside this Know Your Fighters article. A lot of the things here seems that it's just kind of the same way as it was in Tenkaichi. Again, I have been watching some Tenkaichi videos, so I've kind of been learning more and more about the game. And I'm not saying that in like a way where like, oh, I've watched like many YouTube videos, I'm a pro. And no, I'm not. No, not in that way. I'm saying like I'm just like learning more about like the basic mechanics of the game and like interactions in the game and stuff like that. Like I'm just learning more, like getting more accustomed to like what the game can do and stuff like that. But definitely let me know if any of these things were hidden to you, or if you guys knew about these things already and this basically was just a refresher for you. If it was, and thank you for chilling and watching. And even if it wasn't, thank you for chilling and watching anyway. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.